What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about EA being so quiet about Madden 26. Other than a few trailers and some of the things that they've dropped as far as deep dives, explaining certain things about the game, they've been really quiet about it. And we're going to go ahead and break this down real quick because I know some of you guys are very nervous about it because you've been watching a lot of college football 26, and I'm trying to let you guys understand, even last year when we played Madden, Madden 25 after college football 25, and a lot of the things were transferred over into Madden 25, it's still not the same game. And what I mean by that, the speed of Madden, everything about Madden is different as far as the way the game plays, playability, the way that the game is going to actually respond to certain inputs. Now, one of the main things that I want to address right now is the fact that you guys are saying that they're quiet because the game's going to be trash. Whether or not the game is trash, we don't really know yet. We got to wait to see what it is. If they release it like college football 26, I'm with you guys. All right, like, yo, bro, because I don't know what's going on in that game, bro. I actually watched a stream yesterday, and I was pretty shocked that that game was released like that. Like, I was very shocked, but not really shocked to the point where, like, I didn't believe it. It's just like, yo, why are you still doing this in 2025? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we got to be able to put out better games at this time. And I get it. It's a game that's released on a year-to-year basis, but there are things in place that can make the game a lot better that are not being utilized. So one of the major factors that you guys had in regards to Madden 26 is the fact that in college football 26, you can just throw the ball into double coverage every play. That is very concerning to you guys. Now, if you watch GmiasWorld, you know I've been mossing dudes since whenever. Like, it don't matter because I figure out how to do it every year, and that's my thing, right? But everyone can do it right now. Similar to Madden 23, 24 with like the high point, anyone can really just throw the ball up and everybody, you just catch it automatically. No abilities needed, no double me, nothing. You just catch the ball. That is a problem. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that is a major issue. So because of that being an issue, many of you guys are very nervous about the game overall, and you're feeling like EA is delaying putting out more things about it because they're trying to fine tune it. I got news for you, right? The game is already complete, all right? Whatever the game's gonna be is gonna be. And this is not unusual that they're not giving out a lot of information, because although you guys have said August 7th is going to be the release date for MVP guys, and then, the deluxe guys get it on the 11th, I don't really know about all that stuff. Like, I'm expecting to play it on the 11th if you guys get it earlier on PC or whatever, because I don't even think that it's available on PC. Somebody remind me if they are actually making a PC version. I thought that they were only making Xbox and PlayStation, but let me know what's going on with that. But as far as the release date goes, it's August 11th. If you guys are waiting for them to give you more in-depth gameplay, it's more than likely not going to happen until August, because whatever they're holding and whatever they're trying to do, they already know what is wrong with the game and what they can't actually fix. Every year over the last, I would say 5 or 6 years, the game has been released in decent state. Like, look, the last time that a Madden was really wild at release was Madden 17. And that was because the defense could see the offense's play. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was the only time that I believe, because even like Madden 16, which I hated after they patched it, it was actually a pretty good game at release. If we're being fair about the actual critique, most of the time the game is released in a way where it's actually fun, and some things may be a little bit OP, but it's not unbearable. Now, Madden 25, right, at release was actually a decent game. College football 25 was actually a good game at release. College football 26 is a disaster at release. So because of that, you guys are now saying that it's going to transfer over to Madden 26, right? And whether or not it turns out to be a game that we're like, yo, we look back at this video like, yo, gee, bro, that game was ridiculous. We're going to have to wait to see how that works, because there's really no reason for us to just automatically assume that it's going to just be outright bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it just going to be, yo, this game sucks, or like, what's the deal with it? That's ultimately what I'm trying to figure out with you guys. Like, where are we going with it? Because other than the fact that they've always pretty much waited until the last minute, there's nothing different with this release versus 25. Like, realistically, like, if we're just saying like, yo, gee, what do you think? I don't think that there's much difference. So if you guys are like getting psyched out like, yo, gee, I don't know what it's going to be, it's going to be whatever, bro. It's going to make us rage. Like, let's just be honest about it. Nobody's going to... Look, Madden is not going to be the perfect game for anyone. but it can be a suitable game for everyone. And what I mean by that is all of us can get something out of it. And no matter what mode you play, you know, you're a franchise guy, you're a MUT guy, superstar, regs, we can all get something out of it if it all makes sense. And I know you guys are like, yo, what do you mean by make sense? Like, if you give us in Madden, right, in Ultimate Team, we can get a 500-pound running back, you know, later in the year. Like I said, right now, endgame Madden is unbearable at the end of the year in Ultimate Team, right? But regs players, the people that play the regular game, they don't have that same issue because their abilities, their overalls, they go up during the year based on what the players do. After that, the game just stays the same. It's nothing else that they have to worry about. Franchise, there's going to be bugs. I'm going to tell you this right now. When I did my franchise 2 years ago and they deleted my franchise, I was livid, but I'm not really playing franchise the way I used to back in 13. So it wasn't really something crazy like that. If you guys are talking about them just making mistakes and doing weird stuff and like weird things happening, that's going to happen regardless. So, you know, I don't think that's a reason why they're being quiet about it. The game is honestly going to be whatever it's going to be. But we can all make use out of getting what we want out of the game. Like, for instance, a lot of you guys hate MUT, right? But you're going to be the same people probably dabbling with MUT later and then looking for advice and things like that on how to make your MUT team better. There's people that don't play franchise. You may start a franchise. There's players that are not playing superstar mode. You may play superstar mode. It just depends. When the game is new, it's just like a little shiny thing when you're a baby. You got to grab it, bro. But then as it starts to wear off, if they start doing weird stuff, that's when we start to rage. So overall, I do expect, you know, content and like, you know, game changer content from EA, the early gameplay, all that stuff's going to probably be in August early. And it really doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying, realistically, because the beta was out. For many of you guys, I got to play the beta. I played the game early, obviously, and I gave you guys feedback on it. But it is a totally different game. And I don't believe it's going to be that much far off from the beta. So I think I'm going to enjoy it at launch. What happens after that, that's up to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want to do with it? Because you're going to rage about it, but you can't return it like we used to. Most of you guys are getting it digitally. So what are you going to do, return it digitally? You can't do anything. So we're going to have to deal with the outcome regardless of whatever the game appears to be. So with that being said, everything around them being quiet is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they're going to do something where it's like, oh, we've added a feature where, you know what I'm saying, yo, Jay-Z's gonna be in the game with Snoop Dogg now. Like, it's not gonna be like some kind of major announcement. The game is gonna be what it's going to be, and we're gonna get out of it whatever we can, and that's it. I know for a fact the game is a lot different from 25. I think I'm gonna enjoy it at launch. Most of you guys are with me getting the deluxe edition. I think we're gonna be fine. Everybody else that's worried about it, do yourself a favor. Just don't. That's the best advice I can give you. The game will be what it's going to be, and that's ultimately it. Everything else that goes on after that, don't worry about it too much. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. Stay well, stay blessed. One love, y'all.